box.
Well, you gotta have that nowadays.
Yeah.
So I just got a 4th in mine, but
oh, okay.
Sounds okay.
What's going on,
How you doing, sir? You got AC running.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bro, you gotta have that nowadays.
Checking it all out. What's your name?
Cristian.
Christian, okay. You want to give me an intro real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
It's 215 ZB4s on a Banda AK.1, wired to 1 ohm right now. 320 CES all JY battery right now.
Okay. I'm gonna come around real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
How big is the box?
Pretty much covers the body of your
Did you build
That's a
it?
good question. Joel Walker did.
Joel
That's
Walker.
so much.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember him. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Joel Walker.
What's it tuned to?
I think 25 in the front, 50 in the back, maybe. That's a good question.
Yeah, you're good.
I know mine are about my
You're
own
good.
load, yeah.
All right. What is this wired to?
1 ohm.
1 ohm.
Yeah.
All right.
Stock maintenance.
Yeah, a little bit. Woo.
I just put it together like in two days. I wired most of it. That's why, you know what I'm saying, it's not cleaned up yet. It's not painted.
Yes, sir.
Got a lot of body works to do stuff on it and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I understand. You got it for the show, though.
Yeah, I got it
Yes,
in
sir.
for the show, so we got
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of sound that to do.
I like that bracing. That's pretty cool. In the box.
Joel Walker, man.
Yes, sir.
Man.
So it's a blow through all the way back. Nothing in the back. All right here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way you have.
Yeah, I just took out the back window. That's it.
Okay. You optimized your space back there then.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Have you? You haven't metered it obviously because you're testing.
Yeah. I just, like I said, finished it. We finished it yesterday. I believe it was like 4 o'clock. It was finished, and then we just drove straight here. I don't even know what I'm peaking at or nothing like that.
Just having fun demoing. That's right. Yes, sir. Awesome. Appreciate it, man. Maybe one more little bit if you want. You want to cool off?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. You do your thing. Man.
No problem, man.
Yeah, awesome. Work in progress, but still sounds really good for what it is. I appreciate the demo, man.
No problem.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right.
Woo. Oh, yeah. Alternator. Can I see it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out just for the video. This is a Ranger?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. 320.
Yes.
So you got the back open just to shut the box at all, or?
Honestly, that's where I got the cooler with sodas and water.
Don't worry about it. I'm just curious. Just so I can see how it was built and how far back, but it's all good. Big 3 done?
Yeah, I had to delete this one, so
okay.
That's why.
And your sound pressure design?
Sound pressure.
Okay.
Yeah. Sound pressure, team heavyweight.
All right. Thank you, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody on YouTube? I'm JacobViral. I do daily cardio videos. Hope you enjoyed the build today. Be sure to like and comment some good feedback. Let the owner know what you think. May not be the prettiest or the loudest for what you might have expected, but I think it was pretty good, especially for an unfinished build built by Joel Walker. I think it was a 2 to 3 day build, as the owner said. Unfinished. He's still got to tune it and tweak it as well as get it painted and pretty. So awesome job there, man. Appreciate the demo. And this was at the show Made of Steel in Florida, by the way, if anybody's curious. I tried to put in the description what show it is for every build I post every day. So if you ever are curious, before you comment, say, hey, what show is this? Just look in the description. It should show you what show it was from. Got a lot of videos still to post for Made of Steel, Sundown show, and Super Show, National Call-Out show. So stay tuned for more demos. So appreciate you guys watching. Great demo there, man. I know you're watching, and appreciate you commenting and let me know about your build. So there you go. All right, so I'm going to do a shout out real quick, and then I got 2 topics to discuss based off of this shout out. So today's shout out is going to go to Major Wilkes. He said, hey man, I wanted to ask you some questions. What do you think is better when doing a big 3 upgrade? Is it best to do a single run or larger positive and negatives, or is it better to do dual runs of positive and negatives? If possible, could I get a shout out on one of your upcoming videos as well, man? Appreciate it, man. So there's your shout out there, Major Wilkes. And so he basically wants to know, is it better to do pretty much 2 runs of 0 gauge or 1 large run of 0 gauge? Honestly, 2 is going to be better than 1 large, but it depends on the size of the alternator. If you're a stock alternator, 1 0 gauge run is going to be enough, because that amperage is never going to go exceeding the capacity of the wire. So 90 to 130 amp stock alternator, you're never going to go to the limit on that 0 gauge. But if you're running like a 320 amp or higher, even 250 or higher, I definitely recommend doubling up on the 0 gauge for the power and ground, because you're going to have a lot more amperage draw, supply and drawing from that wire. So you want to definitely double up. You can go bigger. A lot of people just do 1 run of welding wire, or like 4/0 or 2/0. That works fine, but I've always done, well, why not do a little bit more, so twice. So a little bit more may not hurt. It may not be better, but it's not going to hurt. So that's why I do it. But if you're on a budget, then just do it with 1 0 gauge works too. So hope that answered. What is big 3 real quick? You ground your chassis. You ground your alternator. That's the big 4. Some people don't do that. Ground the alternator, ground the chassis. You run a 0 gauge to your power. So that's the big 3. A lot of people are like, well, what about running to the back. Should I run my ground from the back batteries? So yes, that's another thing you want to consider, is running your ground from the alternator to your back batteries, and not just grounding to the chassis and grounding to the front battery. If you can, that's another thing you want to do. And make sure you fuse your front alternator power wire if you do that as well. It's pretty much just replacing your stock electrical to 0 gauge. Alright, second thing he asked real quick. You spoke a while about port location. I was curious about port sizes. What's your recommended on port sizes, as subwoofer size and location varies? That's a really hard question to answer because every subwoofer build is different. So the port size or arrow ports, whether you go 8, 10, 12, is going to vary from what your goals are, where you want to tune, how many subwoofers, how big your box specs are. I'm not a box designer or somebody that builds boxes, so I honestly can't answer that question. Maybe some of you guys could comment some feedback for some of the guys that are listening at the end. I say at least 500 to 700 people watch at the end of the video on average on my videos, so a lot of people are still watching. So if you could comment some suggestions on how do you decide what size port and what type of port to run, whether it's arrow port, slotted, and how big. Normally it's based off of port area and your tuning goals. So that's all I got. Stay tuned for more videos tomorrow, and thanks for always watching. Don't forget Instagram and Facebook, JacobViral.